Ashley, you're now based out of America. How did that come about?
Well, you know, to be the best, you gotta beat the best and you gotta be with the best. So, you know, I jumped on a plane, I went over to Las Vegas where Floyd Mayweather is. He is the #1 boxer in the world. Floyd, he heard around the gym that there was this British kid working hard, you know, sparring with everyone. And then I got the opportunity to spar Floyd himself when he was getting ready to fight Canelo.
You sparred the #1 boxer on the planet.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It was crazy. I walked into the ring and then I turned around and I saw Floyd Mayweather there. It was just kind of a big smile was inside my body, and I just gave it my all. And Floyd was happy with, you know, the performance I put out.
How long did you last? A round before they carried you out?
Oh no, we done 4 rounds. We done 4 rounds.
So you're now part of Mayweather Promotions. You're based out of Las Vegas. Is that where the American journey started?
No, I first went to New York back in 2005. So it's been years, months, days of just putting in work. I done everything what I could do in New York. And then I just felt like I had to go over Vegas because that's where it was at.
What was behind your thinking to get to New York?
Where I wanted to go in my boxing career, I knew that I had to leave London. I had to leave the UK. Because my dreams, like my ambitions were bigger than here. You know, this is always home, but I had to go America because all of the British boxers who have ever achieved big I've always gone over there. You got Ricky Hatton, you got Nigel Benn, you got Lloyd Honeyghan. You know, these are guys where I wanted to do what they have done, so I had to go over there.
So you get to New York, you establish yourself there in some of the toughest gyms around, and then you decide to go to Las Vegas. Why? Why Vegas?
Vegas is where the best have always done it. You got Marvin Hagler, like you got Mike Tyson, and now you got Floyd Mayweather. So, you know, you have to go where the best is if you want to be the best.
Did you know you'd be accepted in Mayweather's gym? Did you know they'd even allow you to train in there?
I didn't, you know, I walked in the gym and like straight away, like there was boxers there who knew me already, like for my previous fights on America.
How did that feel?
Oh, that was great. That means, you know, my name is state, it's worldwide, it's all across America.
So you're in there. It's tough, it's competitive. How did you come to the attention of Floyd Mayweather?
You know, I have to say, from the first time I stepped in, the very first day I walked into the Mayweather gym, I walked past Floyd and he said, "Who are you? You a boxer?" I said, "Yeah, I'm Ashley Theophane." And then he said, "I'll watch a record." I told him and he said, "We might have to spar one day. I'll see how good you are." And to think a year later that I actually got to spar him, you know, it's incredible.
What intrigues me is you're British amongst a bunch of Americans. What encouraged you to stick it out? And what was it about you that changed their minds about the British?
Well, I always like to go against the norm. I never try to walk in another man's path. I try to walk my own path. But I think that my hard work is what stood out than everyone. You know, there's been boxing fans in the gym and they always would come up to me and say that I work hard. Like the only person who works harder is Floyd himself.
What was the moment when they decided they were going to offer you a place on the team, and how did it feel?
I was out with Floyd Mayweather and the rest of the team, you know, because sometimes he asks me to come out, be it to, you know, just social stuff. And he just announced in front of everyone around us, said that you're gonna fight on my show. And I was just like, "Thank you, Floyd."
The biggest pay-per-view sporting experience in the history of TV you appeared on.
Yeah, I opened up the televised show.
How did that feel?
It was amazing. I felt that, you know, like my childhood dream of wanting to fight in like Las Vegas was true. Being on the biggest show in the world, I always wanted to be there. And I felt like I deserved it because I'd put in years and years of work. And yeah, it was a dream come true.
When you go back to your gym in London and you see those young kids where you were many years ago, what advice would you give them today?
You know, to never give up, you know, to keep working hard. You know, I still, like when I go back, I watch them. There's sometimes I'll finish my training and I'll sit back and I'll watch them. because it reminds me of when I was there, like 20 years ago, when I used to be working hard. So I know that I inspire them, that one day that they could be where I am and be doing what I'm doing. So I'm glad to be that, inspiring boxer who came from here and still around with them.
Mum and Dad, what do they think?
Oh yeah, my mum and dad are proud of me. My whole family's proud of me. So it's good, because even my little niece says that I'm representing Theophanes across the world to keep it up.
There's a lot more than Theophanes you're representing.
Oh yeah, indeed.
How does that feel?
Oh no, it's great. I'm representing the UK.
Thank you.